Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
Here we go. Check 43.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just easy. It's just me and you.
Mike 28. Watch the pass.
Exit. Mike 28.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow.
First and 10.
Tight down. There you go. Alert flare.
Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On second down, Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
Yellow. Come on. Double tight, guys. Hey,
Mahomes now on the sneak, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
4 yards on the pickup.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 58, boys. 58. Come on. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Defense, let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
First down 10. At their own 18-yard line.
Where's 52? Watkins. 52's the mark.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Fitzpatrick steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this throw caught left side. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Another loss. Another
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Now Fitzpatrick. He's going deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rush in. He's checking crack.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
He was brought down by Trey Williams. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yellow. Eat. I got him.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
57 colors. Protein spill. Kill.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive linemen, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
At the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Chip.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And his throw here's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, let go. Watch Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Check.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Attack, attack. Keep it out. 58.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 38, Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
We got 4. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Check 52. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
52 and 56, 52 and 56. Hey.
Out, out.
Check 4.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
52's the mic.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Now they go screen. It's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go one more.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Hey, Charlie, you must be dreaming.
51's the mic, 51's the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. He's coming, double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Chopper! Chopper! They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
In your face. Attack. Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic.
In your face.
58's the mic. 58.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Here we go. Hey, watch the edge.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
Hey, me and you all day.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Stay with your man.
On 1st down. It's Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Where's 80? 52. 52's the mic. You got nothing. You got nothing.
On third down, it's Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
A gain of 7. First down, Miami.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
52. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check 26. Check.
Here's Taylor.
Go, go.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I'm here all day. PPP. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick. Got a man. It's Brown. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go. Watch the twins.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch the edge.
On 1st and goal, Howard. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
You. Hey, 5-0. Watch it.
Now Taylor. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike 50. Gonna go 5-0 here.
Watch tight end. Hey.
Fitzpatrick. He gets it to Brown. Complete. The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
At their own 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 50.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over.